Oh, come on through. Y'all know we talking. Come on. We talking. I'm waiting for y'all to trickle on in. Come on. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Come on. Look, I just saw the notification. Kenya Crooks is on. The Kenya Talk is on. The Kenya Talk is on. Come on. I see you. We talking relationship. Look, I'm doing a two-parter. Because I'm that dude. I'm that dude. I'm the type of person, I got to make sure you're good in all areas of life. So I asked the question, I was like doing the earlier broadcast. Okay, now we're going to do a Kenya Talk today. Which one would you want to do? Do you want to do the relationship talk? Because y'all love when I do the relationship talk. Because I shoot you straight and I don't pull no punches. I tell you the straight truth. And it's always from my perspective. And I never put anybody in a group of saying, well, all men, we say this and when we do this. No, it's just based upon a theory I have called men like me. There's dudes out there that's like me. I'm just saying, who think the same way, but we're a small section of people. So if you want, a successful dude, good-looking dude who does real well, monetarily, looks good, is of a certain, status, have access to awesome people, then if that's the type of person you're looking for, then, this conversation is for you. But if you're trying to hang out with Tyrone, Leroy, and JoJo, and Jodeci, this ain't, and if you attract that type of person and you want to be with that kind of person, this conversation isn't for you. If that's what you're striving for. But again, if you want somebody that's doing well, who continues to do well, and who wants to take life to a different level versus just being, resolved to just, being who you are, then, this conversation is for you. Thank you for the share. Oh, my beautiful people up in here. Oh, my gorgeous people. So, let's talk. Topic of the day, because I do this once a week. Because again, I give my perspective on stuff. And I tell you, look, and because I'm married, I really can tell you the truth because I don't be balling no more. So I can, tell you some man secrets. Okay, now let's start from the top. Topic of the day. Okay. What might get him? Won't keep him. What might get him? Won't keep him. See, keep in mind now, I trade the sexiest women on the planet. The sexiest, the most attractive, the most exotic women on the planet. Let me give you something good. I trade folks like Tony Braxton. But I also trade folks like Latasha Ruffin, the Queen of Alabama. I train folks like Malaysia Pargo. But I also train Terentia Grant. Feel me? Okay? I train folks like Mayetta Shaw, but I also train folks like Lynn Hill. I train folks like Duchess Lattimore, but I also train my girl Opal in New York City, the Bronx, to be specific. So it's kind of like, no matter if you're on TV or if you're not on TV, you're of a certain caliber. You're banging, you're fine, you're a part of an elite group of fine women who are just awesome. I mean, again, I train folks like Billie Jean Jackson, but I also train folks like Candy Burris. Okay? I train Miss Thick with it. But I also train Coco Clemens at SWV. Again, beautiful women of a certain stature. Okay? But this is the thing. Everybody gorgeous. Everybody beautiful. And again, y'all top tier. Let's be clear. Y'all top tier. They won't tell you, but I'll tell you, you're top tier. You're of a certain grade. You're of a certain class. But this is where it becomes extremely real, okay? You look at somebody like Halle Berry. And Halle Berry is gorgeous. Has always been gorgeous. And you'll see, like when she was with Dave Justice cheated. And you see all kinds of folks who, are attractive, but who get cheated on. Again, I train the sexiest people on the planet, but I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to everything. And I, everybody, you watch on TV, I know. I have a relationship with folks that, no matter if it's the silver screen or on your TV, I know just about everybody that's on your TV. Okay? But here's the deal. Everybody's gorgeous. Everybody's of a certain level. But why do certain people, get cheated on? Because you wouldn't think certain people of a certain stature and status would get cheated on. You ready for the answer? And here's the thing. No matter if you're of a certain level up here or if you're average, everybody has this one common denominator that if you're not careful will mess you up. You ready? If you don't continue to evolve you will always be the person who can get somebody but can't keep nobody. If you don't evolve you all the way around, because again, you're here, and again, we're working on all of that. We got all that. I mean, small waist, big behind, get yourself kingdom-fied. We got that. We got that part. And again, that's the part that's going to bring, that milkshake is going to bring all the boys to the yard. That right there, because again, when you kingdom-fied, you have a certain quality. You got all that. You boom, 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 you look different. But what happens if the only thing you really work on is the boom, 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 but you don't evolve the personality? If you don't work on the character, because again, we as dudes, we will hit anything, any and everything. Give us a drink of something, and we will hit anything. Don't matter how big, how small, how ugly, how pretty, we go hit. We will hit, but there's only a few we will commit to. Again, we'll hit anything, but we won't commit to everything. Let me talk now. We'll hit everything, but we won't commit to everything. We'll hit you, but we ain't gonna change your last name. We'll hit you, but we ain't, doing no mortgages together. We ain't sending kids to school together. We ain't doing that together. We ain't vacationing together. But again, I hit you, I'll check. Hey, Mo, what's happening? How you doing? What you doing later? Maybe I can come over. Maybe you can come over. Maybe we can watch a movie. But ain't nobody talking about mortgages. Ain't nobody talking about building together. And you're like, well, dang, Coach, well, how do you go from being the hit to the commit? Evolving all areas of self. Not just working on the kingdom-fied body, but working on everything else. Because let me tell you a secret. You banging, you fine, but this is the man's secret, and I want y'all to pull in on this. You ready? I want you to pull in real tight on this. Come here. Pull in. Let me tell you a secret. As fine as you are, no matter if you Halle Berry or Tiffany Berry, no matter how fine you are, after we hit you a few times, that wears off. We don't see you as Halle Berry anymore because we done got full of you. Once we done hit you X amount of time, and look, have a real life moment with yourself and be like, dang, I want you to think back and ask, has this ever happened to you? Somebody hit you for, X amount of times, and then they become disinterested. They used to answer the phone, but now they don't answer the phone no more. They used to text you immediately when they was chasing you, but now that they didn't hit X amount of times, now it's not, it's not as interesting as it's the chase hitting there anymore. I'm full, I'm good. So on to the next one. I'm just saying. That's why it's so important that you evolve other areas of your life and not just be dependent upon that banging, shut it down, Kenya-fied body. Because again, we get full. Again, dudes ain't gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you that. Okay. Now, let me tell you something good. Let me give you another man secret. Okay. We hit you a few times, boom. Okay, now we over there. We done hit you. We done did all that. We're good. But when you work on yourself and you evolve yourself, this is how you keep whatever you want. And this is lifetime. Watch me on this one. Okay? Okay. When you constantly evolve, you go from a nice to have to a must have. And when we realize, especially and again, I'm telling you some secrets, once we get to a certain age, if you're a man, you can identify when something is extraordinary because, again, we've experienced a whole bunch of stuff when you get to a certain age. If you're a man, now if you're a boy, all you're going to do is play all the time. You ain't going to try to, have the same bill sent to the same house. You ain't trying to do that. But if you are a man and you notice that there's something different, you stop and you pause and you like, now wait, she's a little bit different. Wait, she's still working on herself and she's not just trying to get through. That's special. And then once we realize that that's special and it's not ordinary but it's extraordinary, then this is what we do. Again, dudes ain't gonna tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this. Do like me. We will wave the white flag of surrender. We will turn in our player's card when we realize that, dang, this is special. I'm in my 40s and I've never experienced nothing like this. I'm in my 30s and I never experienced anything like this. See, because again, after a while, everybody looks the same. Everybody sounds the same. And everybody is pretty much the same. Look, I can testify on that. I've had plenty of women out through my life. Look, I was a high school All-American football player. I had a major university. I'm on TV. I run national commercials. I've done pretty well for myself. I run a multi-million-dollar business. I've never had women issues. Ever since I was 15 years old, I've always had somebody in one form or another. Look, so I'm telling you what I know, and I'm coming from a perspective of, you know what? When you start to separate yourself when you continuously work on you, and that's special. I'm telling you, that's special. And when you realize special, you stop fooling with the ordinary. Again, when you're a man, when you're a boy, you just keep playing. But when you're a man and you have identified that this is special and this is not a nice to have, but now this is a must have, dang, I need to put a ring on this because I don't want this to pass me by. I've been through truckloads of women and I've been through enough to realize that this is the one. Let me stop playing. That's when you start, telling folks, you know what? Women I used to play with, you know what? I can't do that no more. But I appreciate you. Because I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess up my full-time stuff with my part-time stuff. This don't have no potential. I done ran through that. I'm good. But this right here, I'm not messing this up because now I have deemed it as something special. I've deemed it as something that's extraordinary, so I'm not going to mess it up. I've enjoyed y'all, though. Y'all have been great. Great. I mean, absolutely great. It's never just one or two. It's squad. Great. But I'm handing my keys over here. I'm handing over my player's card over here because I realize that this is special. Continue to evolve yourself. That's the whole trick. That's how you keep who you want. No matter if you're dating, no matter if you're married, you got to constantly keep working on you, because that's attractive to men like me, to know that no matter what, because I'm progressive and I'm always doing something. So I've always said I needed to be with somebody who is progressive too, who continue to improve, because I've been in relationships before to where I was working on me and I was trying to get better, but the person I was dealing with was kind of like, this all I want. I don't want no more. I'm good. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating. So keep evolving. Again, a fine body is great. Again, that's what gets you the attention you want. But that character and that evolution of self, that's going to be the thing that's going to keep anybody you want to keep. How about that? So that's what's up. So let me see. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? If you got any questions, speak now. Forever hold your peace. Hey, Brianna, if you got any questions, speak now. Forever hold your peace. Because I'm coming back probably in the next 15 minutes. And then we're going to talk about weight. We're going to have a weight conversation to where I'm going to ask you the question of, has your weight stopped you from opportunities? Has it crippled you? What has your weight denied you of? Has it kept you in the friend zone with people? Has it kept you from applying to jobs just because you're ashamed of how you look? Has it stopped you from living the life you want to live because you ain't got no energy? And no, you don't want to pay for no 2 seats on no plane because you done got bigger. What has it cost you? What has your weight cost you? And we're going to talk about how to get your life back. So come back and join me in the next 15 minutes and we're going to talk about it. Let me see. Let me read this. Hold on. Why do you guys, let me see, they can't take a breakup? Always doing the most. I've never been that person. And dudes like me, I've always had choices. So I ain't never tripped on no woman. You know, if you don't want to hang out with me, I've always had the perspective of, okay, you're my starting point guard. Okay, but I got some folks on the bench who can run this team better than you. So I've never been that type of person to trip. Now, for the other type of dudes, who, you know, those are the controlling types. You see what I'm saying? But you can't classify them as men, because a real man would be like, you know what? We didn't work out. Cool. I'll probably catch you when you're slipping anyway. So we good. We good. We broke up. We cool. I'm not going to be outside your door. Like, hey, babe, I was just thinking about you. I was just in the neighborhood. No, we don't do that. Dudes like me, though. So you gotta, and I blame that on you too. Because again, you knew he was crazy. You knew he had tendencies, but you still kept messing with him anyway. Look, crazy eventually comes out, but when you continue to stay with crazy, then crazy becomes accepted. So people do stupid stuff because they know you accept it. I mean, first time somebody punches a hole in the wall, ding, 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 that might be, you know, it might be something else. Might be a little off. Let me see. Why are men intimidated by women that are going after goals? Again, you're dating boys. You ain't dating men. Take that sentence, take that word out. Why do men? That ain't men, that's boys. There's levels to this thing. Because again, a real man would be like, girl, go after your stuff. I'll be here. Look, I got my own stuff going on. So the more stuff you got going on, boom. That's good. I'm cheering you on. I'm coming to your ceremonies. Look, do you need me to help you study? Do you need me to take you? What do you need for me to do? See, that's a man. We're not intimidated by goals because we understand, real men, we understand this. If you're doing well and I'm doing well and we look at each other as a team and as a squad, boom, we both doing it together. That just makes our house that much better. That makes our relationship that much better. It makes both people feel fulfilled when both people are doing what they're called to do versus I'm mad at you because you're chasing. Again, that's why you got to be, equally yoked. That's important. And that's just not, I'm a Christian, you're a Christian. No. That basically means also, too, I'm driven, you driven, I got goals, you got goals. At the end of the day, I meet you at the house and we'll hang out and be together. Versus I'm sitting at home waiting on you to come home from your job because I don't have a job. So I'm sitting on that couch all day waiting on you. That's why you both have to be driven if this thing is going to work. Let me see, what else? What else we got? You're welcome, baby. Okay, I'm getting myself in shape because I want a certain type of man. That's important. Let's talk, let's be real. Let's be real. Because again, it's kind of like this. We're visual. We always want to hump. We always want to hit. So as soon as you come by, and again, but this is where you have to use your discernment, okay? Because again, like I said, when we see you, at first, we ain't trying to get to know how great your personality is. We ain't wanting to know how tight you are with God in the very beginning. I see your chest. I see your booty. I want to get to know your chest and your booty. Okay? That's the first thing. And then after we done, then we see. But originally, we're attracted by how you look. Now, the finer, and this is a secret too. Ready? Get ready. The finer you are, the more exclusive you are. Again, you become, the finer you are, kind of like how I was describing the certain grade of Kenyan women that I train, okay? You're of a certain stature, of a certain level, so therefore, you can command certain types of people. Feel me on that. You can basically not mess with Harold and Leroy. I have folks who I train who, if I post a picture of them, they be like, oh, well, shoot, she's fine, but she got cheated on too, and this, that, and the other. Hold up. Let me check you. See, the type of people that I deal with, that I train, if they get pregnant or they get left by superstars, other superstars. They get left by multi-millionaires. If they having a baby, it's by somebody you know. It ain't by Harold. It ain't by Tico who gonna ask for a DNA test because he don't want to pay child support. It's two different types of people. And when you of a certain level and of a certain caliber, you just ain't gonna be with anybody else. Now, this is the other piece of it. When you get to a certain star quality, a body, boom, you better know you're of a certain quality and of a certain standard and not reduce yourself to messing with Harold, messing with Leroy, okay? So you got to maintain that air because you're up here. They're down here now. But what people hope is they catch you on an off day and you reduce your standard and you forget who you are and bring yourself on down here. That's when you get in trouble. So I say all that to say, work on your body, but once you get to a certain level and you get of a certain caliber and your self-esteem is at a certain level, you're going to have to block some people. Because again, not everybody is driving a Rolls Royce. And not everybody deserves to drive a Rolls Royce. And guess what? You are a Rolls Royce. How dare you hand yourself over to a person who can't afford an 87 Honda Accord? But I see it all the time. Once you become a certain of a certain caliber and you recognize yourself as a certain caliber and of a certain standard, you stay up there. You don't reduce yourself because maybe somebody ain't hollering at you or hadn't hollered at you in the last 2 months. You stay up here. I don't care how long it takes. You stay up here. Because again, quality does not go on sale. And that's what you do if you're not careful and you forget who you are. Because you might have a dry spell. Seen it way too many times. Somebody banging that's up here hadn't been hollered at in a minute. The next thing you know, somebody of this caliber and of that standard tries, hollers up there. I've been having a dry season up here, so let me go ahead and take what I can get. The next thing you know, you reduce back to down here when you've worked so hard to put yourself at this standard and at this level up here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look, quality does not go on sale. So that's what's up. Love y'all. Come back and join me in another 7 minutes. We're going to talk weight loss. And what has it cost you? What has it cost you? So thank y'all for hanging. Love you.